Hi and welcome to this focus today on Instructor Presence. Instructor Presence refers to the ways in which your teaching and other educational skills are experienced and felt by your students in your DE class. Instructor Presence may be one of the most overlooked aspects of quality DE education. In fact, you may have heard stories of students taking classes in which the instructor is never heard from. Maybe 1, 2, 3 weeks, a month goes by and there's not even a peep from that instructor. That is never an effective class for our students. And just to show you some of this, the statewide academic has said relative to Title V and Education Code, which is the state law, classes that are taught in a DE format have to have regular and effective contact between students and, of course, the instructor and the students. And here's some of the areas of state Education Code Title V that lays out things like instructor content, course quality standards, course approval, faculty selection, definitions, and so forth. So this stuff is not made up by us. It's not that we're just trying to be super rigorous and hard. We are because we want high quality, but it's the state law. If we don't follow this, if you don't have instructor presence in your class, word gets out, we get accredited, we could lose our accreditation if we don't have this. So we're going to really draw a line in the sand and say you cannot have a DE class taught at LTCC that doesn't demonstrate instructor presence. If that's the case, we really will ask you for processes of remediation to improve your approach to that class teaching. At LTCC, we are committed to the highest possible standards of distance education. We will accept nothing less than the best. If you're evaluated, we'll look very carefully at whether or not you demonstrate our required levels of instructor presence. We're stating this up front, not to be scary or frightening or anything like that, but we realize that this is one of the core foundations of effective DE classes. So many of us have experienced or heard about bad DE classes that have very little instructor presence. We just don't want that same thing to happen here at Lake Tahoe Community College. If your course lacks this important component of DE, you may be asked to revise your class. You may not be asked back to work in a future quarter if you do not fix some of these concerns with instructor presence in your class. Again, it's a requirement to teach in DE at LTCC to have effective instructor presence. You can never take a week off from your class and take a hiatus. If you do that, if you have an emergency, you need to contact us or your academic dean or the instruction office, and we will arrange for someone else to take over your class for that point. If we do not hold these standards, it is our students who suffer from a lack of instructor presence. Everything's about our student success, so we have to hold the line in this very firmly. One of the tips for instructor presence is to say that one of the best ways to establish it in your class is to create videos that feature your own personal content that you record. While it's great to feature videos from YouTube, I do it myself. I like to have videos like these because I really feel like students need to gain from me that sense of how I talk, what I look like, even my hand gestures, right? How I'm passionate about my subject. Taking students through a lesson in a video multimedia sense is one of the best ways to establish instructor presence. Thus, we recommend that you record, if it's your first time in a Canvas class, maybe 2 to 3 videos for that first class and then work up over subsequent quarters to offer more videos in your Canvas shell. And at this point, you can continue to your next block.